stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
What we're seeing the markets tell us loudly and clearly is those tax cuts are still first and foremost in investors' and traders' minds. And that's what's driving this market up.
That's what's driving the market up. But then last week we were told what was driving the market up were the regulations, the cuts in all the regulations. I wish they'd make up their mind what's driving the market up. Which is it? Cuts in regulations? What is it? It's amazing. Yes, the tax cuts will add another 8% to our earnings if we get them. But we don't have the 8% now. We don't even need the tax cuts because the way they cheat with earnings, they bring them up as high as they want. Who cares about the other 8%? It's amazing. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Hope you had a great weekend. So now we're back to work. I told everybody on Friday or Thursday when the market started to come down, I said, do not chase this market downward, meaning do not keep shorting it. Be very careful. They're going to turn this market around and they're going to run it right back up. And I had a cut where I'll load it up later where I had that cut. But exactly what I said, that they're not going to keep this market down. They're not. I told you that President Trump has made up his mind that he's getting screwed on everything he puts forward to try to make this country better in all his programs. And he's just saying, okay, if that's the way you want it, then 99.9% of the people in the United States, they look at the stock market as a gauge as to how the economy is doing. So I want to get reelected in the next 4 years, so I'll just keep pumping this market up. And that's why the market's back up again, 126 points. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, just read the headlines. The headlines are crazy. The headlines are crazy. I love them. A few weeks ago, here's one of the headlines. A few weeks ago, the Board of Trustees of Social Security sent a formal letter to the United States Senate and House of Representatives to issue a dire warning. Social Security is running out of money. Then underneath it, market hits an all-time high. Unbelievable. I mean, what is it? How can we be running out of Social Security money, but yet the stock market is at an all-time high? Somebody not paying their taxes? What's going on here? This is unbelievable. Then they went on to say investors overestimated Trump. All his promises didn't come through. But they underestimated earnings. As U.S. companies' profits just grow and grow. We haven't seen this kind of growth in profits for more than 6 years. What? What a bunch of hogwash that is. What are you, nuts? The lying is incredible. Let's put this in perspective. The headline should have read, oil profit for second quarter 2017 dropped 25%. Now, why am I mentioning oil? Because that is what's driving the stock market. That's what's driving these earnings everybody's talking about. The energy sector for the second quarter, now think about this, has contributed 45% of the 10.1% overall earnings growth for the S&P 500 companies. Now think about what I just said. The energy sector, for the second quarter, has contributed 45% of the 10.1% earnings. You're going, well, that's okay. Well, wait a minute. Think about it. Something's wrong. The energy sector just makes up 7% of all the 500 stocks. So you got 500 companies, 7% of the 500 companies are contributing 45%, nearly half of the 10.1% overall earnings, and everybody's all excited about them? What are you, nuts? As I always use as an analogy, that's like owning a restaurant. And you have 3 customers. That's it. 3. And one eats most of the food. And if he swallows a chicken bone, croaks and dies, you're dead. You're out of business. You can't have an economy where you got 500 top companies in the world, 500 of them, and 7% of those 500 make up nearly half of the profits. You got to be nuts. It's unbelievable. Energy makes up just 7% of the S&P 500. And the earnings for this group, the oil group, went up, guess what? 600% to get to the 45% of the 10.1%. Let me repeat. The earnings, the profits of the energy companies soared 600% in a quarter. 1 quarter. No wonder there's so much market hype. I mean, the market hype right now is incredible. No, everybody forgot about North Korea. Nobody cares if North Korea... I want to tell you right now, if they wiped out California and they wiped out Guam and New York City, the market would make a new all-time high again. I mean, it's like it's on autopilot. Are you kidding? Now let's think about this for a moment. Now, there's a lot of things they don't tell you, all this earning hype. They don't tell you the real reason why stocks are soaring. And they tell you, forget the big picture. Forget that the trailing earning PE ratio of 12, or the value, we'll call it 12, is no better today than it was in 2014. Wait a minute. If it's no better today, their profits are no better today than in 2014, then how could the S&P 500 index gone up 34%? And here's something else they don't tell you. And forget these numbers that they give us, these earnings. In 2014, they were under what they call the GAAP rules, the generally accepted accounting principles that every company used. Not this time. This time they use adjusted earnings. What's that? They throw all the bad stuff out to make the numbers look better. In 2014, they had to keep all the bad stuff in. But not this time, so they threw the stuff out. All the bad stuff, so you won't see it. More than 3 years of profit stagnation. Think about it, 3 years. This is crazy. And because we have a 12 trillion consumer debt, we have 12 trillion consumer debt, which absorbs and reduced spending by 65%, because when you have that kind of debt, people are choked, they can't spend, and reduced it. It caused our growth and our economy not to grow. We're at the same 1.8%. And yet, they're taking parking spaces in our heads that the S&P 500 has soared 34%. The oils have soared 600%. What are you, nuts? See, and they don't point out, do they, the financial engineering of $15 trillion of stock buybacks. So to lower the share count and artificially increase the earnings per share, what they call fake earnings. They don't tell us that either. Or do they tell us the easy quarterly comparables in the oil? Now, oil sector is the leader, is what all the profits are coming from. Now, the profits for big oil collapsed in second quarter 2016, and the profits were $1.2 billion. When I get back, I'll tell you what the profits are now and how they got there. And should you be invested in these oils? We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what Max Vest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you an investor or considering investing in the stock market? At philsgang.com, we offer a multitude of comprehensive stock investing services and professional support to our members. With philsgang.com, you get professional guidance on basic and advanced technical stock analysis. And just like the pros, you will gain the knowledge to recognize stock buy and sell patterns. Unlike other services available, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team host daily interactive live streaming investing webinar classes and programs. You get Phil's Gang timely notifications on your phone or mobile device. And all Phil's Gang material is archived so you will never miss a beat. Plus, philsgang.com offers the best real-time stock charts for day traders and long-term investors. With clear charts, in-depth reports, and Phil's recommendations, philsgang.com makes it easy to learn and monitor your portfolio anytime from anywhere. If you're passionate about securing your financial future, check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. They offer a free weekend seminar class. They put big dazzling names with their programs. But are they really just offering a sales pitch? At philsgang.com, we are the leader in teaching, informing, and helping members understand stock charting, investing in the stock market, and making true profits. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you could imagine. Plus, the philsgang.com friendly customer support team is available when you need us most. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market? Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil. The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
And if you're a very busy person and you know you're going to be facing retirement is a crisis, I have an option for you. I know you're not making money with your 401k, or even if you are, if you're not part of the 70% of workers who are not putting money into their 401k because they don't have any spare change after paying all their bills, they have no disposable income, especially the health care bill, which is killing them, then I have an option for you. Look. All you have to do is join my gang. It's $39.95 a month. And then just start out following me. And then as you get comfortable, then you lease your first chart. That's the MV2 chart. It's a color-coded chart. Now, let me tell you the advantage of it, okay? First of all, being a gang member is a big advantage because you have the classrooms every day. You have all kinds of backup for education. You have all day long, we're sending out alerts. We have special classes. Nobody, if you are having difficulty, you'll be taken care of. Nobody's left aside. You'll be taken care of. You'll learn. But for a person who says, I'd love to learn, but I don't have time, then I suggest to you that you do not buy individual stocks or exchange-traded funds unless you have a chart that tells you when to get out. I'll give you an example. Raytheon is one of the best companies in the country, in the world. Now, Raytheon, going back in June 12th, it was around $160. And it kept going up. And it went up to $166. But it was still red. It said, don't buy. Now, most people will get in. Your broker will tell you to get in because it's going up. Thinking, it's going up, I should get in. But by staying red for 3%, by staying red, it's warning you, do not get in because there's not enough money coming in and it could reverse itself. You show me one chart in this country that does that. Show me one chart that does that for you, that tells you when the stock is going up, don't get in because there's not enough institutional money buying. There's not one out there I know of. Then it finally turned green. Finally. It turned green on July 10th. And then it turned red again on August 9th. So it had a beautiful, Raytheon had a beautiful, about a 5-6% gain, and it told us to get out. And now, in the last 4 days, it's been going up, but it's red. So isn't that nice? So think of it like bookends. The beginning of Raytheon is going up, but it tells us, warns us, do not get in. It's not sustainable. So it got us past that danger. It turned green. Then we get about 5-6% gain, and then it turned red again. How beautiful is that? So join my gang. It's $39.95, and all I ask is that if you make money, please send money to St. Jude. That's all I ask. And as I say, start out with just a membership, follow me, and then why don't you just follow the stocks I'm engaged in. Follow the ETFs I'm engaged in. Every night after we do our radio show, complete it, we do a video on the stocks we're engaged in. In the afternoon, we do a video. In the mid part of the afternoon, on the stocks we're involved in. And it's just a video. You just go and it takes you 2 minutes. Say, well, gee, should I add? Should I not add? What'd Phil say about Goldman Sachs? Is he adding? What's he saying about Intel? So simple. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. And it'll make a difference in your life. And it'll make a big difference, believe me, when you start nearing retirement and panic. You start panicking that you don't have enough money. Nothing worse. I can't think of anything worse that you're about 5 years away from retiring and you've got to continue to work and you're tired and you just, I've been working 45, I don't want to work anymore. There's nothing worse than that. Talk to people all the time because the market never screwed you. It's the people in the market. All right. So let's listen to this.
Predictions.
The other day when it looked like the world was about to implode, you know what I was doing? I was watching Ozark on Netflix. The stock is going to just keep going up 50% in the next 5 years.
Well, guess what? It went down. That's right. It turned red. 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago, it turned red. So don't believe that malarkey. Just don't believe it. I don't care what stock. It's all about money going in and money going. Nobody can guarantee you it's going to go up 20% or 15% or 10%. Nobody can guarantee that. When I hear that, it makes me sick. Nobody can guarantee that. Nobody. All right. I want to get back to, again, here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Okay. So the big deal right now the big hype is we have never seen earnings at 10.1%. Just 6 years ago. This is historic. But when you break down the earnings, it's one group. It's oil. And here's what they don't tell you. They're lying to you. When they come out and they give you the earnings and it's all hype, they're telling how wonderful these earnings are, that it's at 10.1%. Well, guess what? As I told you, they don't tell you that 45% of that 10.1, okay, remember, the 10.1% is the overall earnings of the 500 companies, the aggregate of 500 companies. The oil sector is 7% of that 500 stocks, just 7%. And that 7% contributes half, 45%, almost half of the 10.1. That's crazy. What hype that is. The other thing they don't tell you, the other thing they don't point out to you, is that they don't tell you that the profits for the big oil collapsed in the second quarter 2016, and the profits were $1.2 billion. So how did this increase 600%? Well, because the profits collapsed in 2016. Now comes 2017, prices then doubled in the second quarter, and profits went to $8.1 billion. But what they didn't tell you, and they hid from you, the analysts misrepresented. They should have had as a headline that the percentage of profit dropped by 25%, but they hid that from you. I'll explain that when I get back. Join my gang, Phil's gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil's Gang and Choice Trade are separate and unrelated companies. Choice Trade does not provide any investment advice or recommend or endorse any particular security or investment strategy. At philsgang.com, we're always striving to understand our members' needs. And for over 18 years, philsgang.com has met the goals to educate and inform investors how to make the most of your money and your choices. That's why Phil Grandy and philsgang.com has teamed up with Choice Trade, a leading online broker for stocks and options. Choice Trade has received 4 stars 6 times from Barron's in their annual survey of online brokers. Bill Grandy at philsgang.com recommends Choice Trade as your online broker. For more information on Phil's Gang and opening an account with Choice Trade, go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Time is the one thing that we want more of. Without the donors, I wouldn't have my Audrey. They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
They offer a free weekend seminar class. They put big, dazzling names with their programs. But are they really just offering a sales pitch? At philsgang.com, we are the leader in teaching, informing, and helping members understand stock charting, investing in the stock market, and making true profits. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you could imagine. Plus, the philsgang.com friendly customer support team is available when you need us most. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market? Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264.
We will never fully understand what we've asked of you, or your families, asking you to put yourself in harm's way, to endure it all. But we do understand that it's our turn, our duty, to keep you secure for the rest of your life. Wounded Warrior Project long-term support programs help our most severely ill or injured veterans live independently, at no cost, for life, so that they might stand at ease. Join us at findwwp.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The fact that the president could not name this for what it was, driven by white nationalists, the KKK, white supremacists, and neo-Nazis. And the fact that the President of the United States cannot say this out loud, instead basically gives a green light to those who continue to perpetrate hate and violence in his name. And they said it decidedly that it was done in his name in support of his efforts to, quote, make America great again.
If you're fair to him, the statement itself is pretty strong and pretty direct about condemning the violence, condemning bigotry. I mean, he talks very specifically about condemning racism. But I agree, I think that clearly he should talk much more aggressively about it. We have to decide violence is unacceptable. You can have free speech, but you can't have violence.
Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans.
Okay. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now, yesterday I'm listening to this person, Donna Edwards. I'm going, and she's a congresswoman. And I'm listening and I go, wait a minute. Hold on here. You know, the President of the United States is a pretty busy guy. And while he's talking, I'm sure he's got 5,000 things on his mind, like most people or most business people. You sometimes have an off when you're talking. You're just talking. You put on automatic, and you're thinking about something else. Now, I'm not making excuses, and you know that. I love Donald Trump, and I support him. But when he's wrong, I tell you he's wrong. Like he's being a hypocrite now with the stock market. He's being a hypocrite, saying the unemployment rate is 4.6%. We've been through that. But when he says something like that, I'm going to defend him. So he didn't say it exactly the way she liked, so they're going to jump all over him? Are you kidding? And then the media?
Racism is evil. And
are you kidding?
The president did not seem prepared for the magnitude of this moment.
What a pathetic, sniveling little man our president is, a coward.
The idea that a president of the United States cannot unambiguously denounce Nazism is extraordinary.
But I haven't heard you say, I condemn white supremacists.
We're looking here at a potential history-making moment.
Unbelievable, isn't it? This man has done more than Obama has ever done. Take the first 100 days. And if you go and look at the things that he's accomplished that nobody's even talking about, it's incredible what he's accomplished. So he gets up there, he's got all these things on his mind, and so he doesn't emphasize it. Okay, so he came out and he emphasized it today. So what? Everybody knows people really believe that he's for the KKK? Boy, these people would make themselves look stupid, don't they? And especially these people on these morning Sunday shows, unbelievable. But anyways, I could talk about them all day. But let's talk about making some money for you. So the big deal right now is the market came down because of North Korea threat. Then now it's back up because people are talking about the earnings. And they're talking about how the earnings are 10.1%, which is kind of funny because they're saying that one group of stocks, the oil sector, which is 7% of the S&P 500 aggregate, contributed almost half of those 10.1. How does 7% of 500 companies contribute half, or 45%, a little less than half, and they make that a good thing? That's a bad thing. That's a very bad thing. That's like having 20 people come to your restaurant and one person eats 90% of the food and has 90% of the revenue. Are you nuts? Now, also remember, they didn't tell us the truth. The profits for big oil collapsed in the second quarter 2016. We all know that. And their profits were $1.2 billion. The second quarter, they doubled. Profits $8.1 billion. That's a 600% increase. But wait a minute. How come they're not talking about what the analysts projected? They projected a profit not of $8 billion. They projected a profit of $10.4 billion. So why aren't they talking about that? That there was a miss. Oh, no, they're not going to talk about that. Or are they going to talk about Trump, what he says today about the Ku Klux Klan and the rest of them? So they misled us. They said it was 10.4 billion. No, it came in at 8.1 billion. They said oil prices would be at 60. No, they're at 45. They're 49. So that's a drop of 25% in profits. So the headline should have read oil profits dropped by 25%. Expectations dropped by 25%. That should have been a fair headline. And behind these energy earnings, it was financing and technology. That came in second. But that makes a lot of sense because the technology is for the oil companies, especially the information technology. Most of that is for the oil industry. That's where they get most of their business. And financing, most of the financing is to finance the oil patch, do deals. Now, the earnings for the third quarter are going in. This is what we got to really watch. It's going to be difficult. How are they going to beat this one now? Now, they got to beat $8.5 billion. How are they going to beat that? They could easily beat the $1.2 billion. They did by $8.1 billion. But how are they going to beat the $8.1 billion? And they better make sure that oil doesn't drop below $45 or they're going to miss. So what we're going to do and what we've been doing, okay, is we're going to continue to stay with our oil sector, and we're going to continue to stay with our gold stocks and oil stocks, and we're going to let our charts tell us when to get out. You know, I was just looking at Citi. CIT is the symbol, Citigroup. You know, this stock went up from about $43 to about $46, and it was red telling us not to get in because, again, the stock didn't have enough money coming in to sustain it, because they call that risk on. You're taking a risk getting into a stock that's going up when you don't have enough money coming in. So the chart that I designed identifies don't get in. Finally, it turned green, and it went up, and it went up 6%, then it stopped. It turned red again, and then it dropped 6%. So once you learn once it gives you the signal to get out, you can follow me, and I'll show you how when we turn around and we will make money as it goes down. We will sell it short. Real simple. We just push a button that says sell. Sell short. That's it. Real simple. So you can make money on the way down. Most of you don't do that. Most of you sit there and call your broker. What should I do? What should I do? No more. Now you're independent. You know when it turns red, just hit sell. So you're making money on the way down. This way, it's like the people who do not learn how to sell a stock short. It's like these are the same people who buy a car with drive and no reverse. I'll guarantee it. They go to the auto dealer and they buy a new car and they say, I want to save some money. I just want to go forward. I don't want to go backwards. Because it's as silly as the same thing with stocks. How do you buy a stock without making money going down? There's two sides to a trade. There's two sides to investing. So the beautiful thing about the chart, again, it tells you when to get in, when to get out. You get a good night's sleep. And if you really want risk off, then just participate with me. Follow me on the stocks I'm engaged in. Here they are in the ETFs. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. You're going to love it. It'll change your financial life forever. And you don't have to worry about retirement. I'll tell you that. Okay. Look, the big thing right now is that this is unbelievable that forget the Korea, forget all this other crazy stuff going on. Let's talk about what's important here. What's important is Trump is trying to put in place a plan that's going to make America better again. He's trying to put a plan that we finally can get a budget, a spending budget, where government doesn't spend and spend and spend, which means when they overspend, you can't grow the economy. When they overspend and you can't grow the economy, that means you don't get a raise. That means when you lose your job and you go somewhere else for a job, you'll be part-time. They won't hire you full-time. When the government spends, and we don't get enough revenue, that's what happens. We'll talk about that when we get back. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
We will never fully understand what we've asked of you, or your families, asking you to put yourself in harm's way, to endure it all. But we do understand that it's our turn, our duty, to keep you secure for the rest of your life. Wounded Warrior Project long-term support programs help our most severely ill or injured veterans live independently, at no cost, for life, so that they might stand at ease. Join us at findwwp.org.
Phil's Gang and Choice Trade are separate and unrelated companies. Choice Trade does not provide any investment advice or recommend or endorse any particular security or investment strategy. At philsgang.com, we're always striving to understand our members' needs. And for over 18 years, philsgang.com has met the goals to educate and inform investors how to make the most of your money and your choices. That's why Phil Grandy and philsgang.com has teamed up with Choice Trade a leading online broker for stocks and options. Choice Trade has received 4 stars 6 times from Barron's in their annual survey of online brokers. Bill Grandy at philsgang.com recommends Choice Trade as your online broker. For more information on Phil's Gang and opening an account with Choice Trade, go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Did you know the stock market is up over 250% in the past 8 years? And some financial experts say we're only in the 8th year of a 20-year bull market. But what if the market takes a downturn? What will happen to your 401k? What will happen to your retirement nest egg? You remember 2008-2009 when your 401k dropped big time. Americans lost over $2.4 trillion, or over 25% of their investments. At philsgang.com, we teach you to keep your investments and to secure your financial future. With philsgang.com, you'll learn how to understand to invest in the stock market and how to keep the profits you work so hard for. Avoid the financial pain. Don't be exposed to losing your retirement nest egg. Take control and secure your investments with philsgang.com. Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, once you join the gang, if you make money, please remember St. Jude. St. Jude has a great program called the Hope Program. Check it out. Now, I want to finish up here because, again, I want to show you the advantage, once again, of my MV chart when, for example, one of the best oil companies, Marathon, and now remember, I'm doing a lot of oil because oil, this is where I told you before anybody else, and you know this, that I said oil and gold. I said this when nobody wanted oil, nobody wanted gold. I said that's where the profits are going to be this year. So you still have time to get in, and you can follow me in the exchange-traded funds or individual stocks using my MV2, okay, and follow the stocks that I'm engaged in. How easy. You just do what I tell you. Go and get my video online. Takes you 2 minutes to look at it. All right. But here's the example. This stock went up 10%, telling me while it was going up 10% not to get in, not to get in, not to get in, like a red light, not to get in, because there wasn't enough money coming in, it could collapse on me. And then when it turned green, it gave me a nice 5% return. But then it turned red again to say, get out. They're pulling their money out. But this time, instead of getting out, I just hit the button that says, sell short. And my gang, all you do is just follow me, or if you're on your own, once you have experience, and you make money on the way down. What is more easy than that? Try it for 30 days. It would make such a difference. And just remember St. Jude, okay? Here's the number. They're waiting for your call, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Okay, I want to get through this because this is important. All right. So Trump, here's what he's trying to do. The reason why the establishment... Here, listen to this. This is so true. Listen to this.
The president is not a representative of the political establishment class. And so for whatever reason, people have made a decision that they want to eject him. It's almost like he's opened up the door now for America's CEO.
Political establishment class. They hate him. He's right. He's right. He's not part of the political establishment class. That's why when the other day... Oh, I can't think of his name now. He said, Trump has not been in this business. He has not been in this industry. Things go slower. Mitch McConnell, things go slower. Well, that's the problem. Guys like you who are the political established club, okay, you hate Trump. You want to make sure he fails because he's pushing you to do something. He's pushing you to work. So Trump is trying to put in a plan, as he would his own business, to halt the rising debt that we have every day that's killing this country and why we're not growing and why you're not getting a raise. He's trying to put in a plan that will stop the raising of the debt to make sure revenues start growing faster than the debt. No other president has done that. He wants to do it and he'll get it done. But this political establishment wants to make sure he doesn't by making sure he could not pass the bill to repeal Obamacare. They wouldn't let him even pass the skinny bill. Are you kidding? They did it knowing, with no repeal, the rising entitlement spending through Medicaid and Medicare alone is driving debt faster than our growth. They know that, but they still did it. They didn't care because they got their big fat salaries, their big fat pensions, their big fat perfect health care plans that we don't get. So they're going to kill him. So they knew this. And inflation, right, increases the yields. And they want inflation to increase the yield. What's that mean? That means that debt, they're going to have all kinds of defaults. Trump is trying to stop that inflation, that increase on yields. Interest rates is what I'm talking about. But no, they're going to stop him. They want to see defaults, exactly what the establishment wants. And you know why? Because then they want to bring back in QE. That's an excuse to bring in quantitative easing, like Bernanke did. Then he lied to us and Congress saying that quantitative easing, I'm going to bring it in because it's going to drive interest rates down if we bring that in. And that's going to grow the economy and create jobs. All a lie. It didn't grow the economy. It never created one job. All it did is create massive wealth for a handful of Americans, a handful of cockroaches who 80% of their income comes from the stock market. He totally lied. Now listen to this.
We did have enough ammunition to handle a recession going forward. It would probably be to reduce the policy rate back down to zero and then consider quantitative easing at that point.
Here they go. They're considering quantitative easing. They're going to do the same thing over, and they're going to lie to us and say we're going to do QE, we're going to drive interest rates down. Then that way everybody's going to get raises and everybody's going to get a good job. Look at QE 1, 2, 3, 4. None of that happened. And none of that money ever reached Main Street. The QE money never reached Main Street. It went to the cockroaches. And just like none of the money from corporate earnings, the $1.7 trillion, none of that ever hits Main Street in way of wages. That money hits the pocket of CEOs and the shareholders, big shareholders, in way of their income. Because they do all stock buybacks. So Trump is trying to get rid of this. He's trying to get rid of all this to help you. But as a result, because of the mostly our low-wage jobs, think about it. We have nothing but low-wage jobs. We have stagnant wages. And consumers, after paying rent and the high cost of health care, student loans, there's nothing ever left for consumption. So when they put QE in, and they told us we're going to have jobs and wage increases, but when they put it in, and they had it in for almost, 4 years, 5 years, we got nothing but low wages, stagnant wages. And consumers, after paying their rent and their high cost of health care and student loans and car loans, there was nothing left for consumption to grow the economy, and we stood for 8 years at 1.8% being lied to by Bernanke. Now they're going to do it again, but that's okay. Because the market's going to go through the roof. You're going to be a gang member, and you're going to know how to read a chart so you can get in and get out and change your life. So you got money to retire. In fact, they tell us we recovered. Bernanke went to Congress, and they asked him, who did better, Main Street or Wall Street? He lied. And he said, Main Street, no. And they said we had a recovery. We never had a recovery. All they did is use that zero rate money to prop up the economy to keep it from crumbling, while the rich got richer and the poor got poorer and middle class slipped into poverty. And when the Congress asked about the QE, they lied. Bernanke lied and said, oh, yeah, it was wonderful. Oh, well, Main Street did much better. See, when the elitists and the CEO pocket that low interest rate money from QE, and they're going to do it again. Here, listen to them again.
So in other words, you're saying maybe it's only 100 basis points on the Fed funds rate, but don't worry about it. Once we get to zero, we'll just do quantitative easing again.
Well, I think that's the reality of the...
That's the reality, yeah. They want to get rich again. And Trump's trying to stop this. But here's the problem. When the elitists and the 1 percentile and the cockroaches and the CEOs not only pocket the $1.7 trillion corporate profits through stock buybacks instead of pushing it through the company so you get a wage increase, and when our national debt keeps growing and growing and government jobs keep growing, but not our economy, that means you get laid off. There's all kinds of defaults, and that's what they want, to blame on Trump. There's nothing left, remember, for airports. When we QE, we have nothing left after we pay all our bills. The country pays on the $20 trillion debt. There's nothing left. We have 56,000 bridges in this country that are currently called structural deficient. What makes that number even more stupid is the fact that vehicles crossing those bridges, a total of 185 million times a day, more than 1 out of every 4 bridges, more than 1 out of every 4 bridges in the United States is more than 50 years old. Imagine 2 out of every 4 bridges is 50 years old. And they haven't had any reconstruction. And America does not have a single airport that is considered to be in the top 25 in the world. The average age of America's dam is 52 years old. And not too long ago, the American Society of Civil Engineers gave the condition of America's dams as a D, a failing grade. Are you kidding? Because none of that money gets there. Just like none of that money from a company profits get to you in wages. So what can you do? Let me help you change your financial life. Join my gang now, and I'll show you how to simply use a chart or just follow the stock I'm engaged in, and I'll show you how to use the chart. 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.